Today's video is a collaboration with the Star family. We have a fun Q&A planned, so stay tuned for the rest of this video. You don't want to miss it.
Hi YouTube family, we are Mathilda and Mike. Through this channel we want to encourage and help our audience to live a more balanced life that they love. Every Sunday and Thursday we talk about our passions, which include love, finance, and healthy living. Now if you find our content helpful, then help us out by hitting the like button right down there, the little thumbs up sign, because that helps our channel get recognized. If you're new here, please do subscribe, and for everyone else, welcome back.
In today's video, we're doing a collaboration with the Star family. If you guys don't know who the Star family is, we linked their channel in the description box. They are a family based in Ireland and they create YouTube videos. We thought it would be fun to create a collaboration video, Q&A video. They invited us to do this, and so we hope you guys enjoy. If you want to see more collaboration videos, let us know in the comments below.
Hi Maxim and Patricia, welcome to our channel, and let's start things off with just asking how you guys are doing.
Yeah guys, we're fine. Thank you so much for inviting us today. We're very excited.
Yeah, we're good. The kids are in bed, so yeah, we're super happy to be here with you guys.
Alright, so let's get started. Question number one, where are you guys from?
Okay, I'm originally from Congo. I moved in Ireland as a teenager, but I was born and brought up in Congo. So I did half of my life in Congo and the other half in Ireland. So Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Kinshasa.
Kinshasa, because
there's
two Congos. There's Congo Brazzaville and Congo Kinshasa. So I'm from Congo Kinshasa. We pretty much have the same culture, but hey, we like to distinguish ourselves. So yeah, Congo Kinshasa, born and raised.
Myself, I was born in Russia. So I was born in island of Sakhalin, which is very near Japan. It used to be a Japanese territory, so that's like far away. But I grew up in Moldova. It's a tiny, very small country that's sandwiched between Ukraine and Romania.
I'm originally from Washington State, which is a beautiful, lush green state up in the Pacific Northwest in the very top corner. And I've actually moved around a little bit. So I was born up in, the top left, top west. And then I lived in Florida where I grew up, which is the bottom right of the United States. And then we actually met up in grad school in New York, which is up in the northeast in the top right corner. And now we live in California, which is on the bottom left or west coast. So a little bit of everywhere for me.
And I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I was born and raised there, and then my family moved to Maryland. So shout out to all the people from the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So if you've been there, or if you are from there, then hi, shout out. And if you're from Zimbabwe, then shout out to you as well.
Interesting. So question number two, can you give us a quick update on how you guys met?
We met in graduate school in a small town called Potsdam, New York. We met in the library, and the place we met is actually the same spot that Mike proposed. And we actually have the How We Met video up on our channel. So for anyone who has not watched that video, it's on our channel, so you can check it out there.
Yeah, be sure to check it out. It was a fun video for us to record as well, reminiscent about the library, Maxfield's, and then also the first time we really connected. It was very special.
Yeah, so how we met?
It's a long story. We actually also have a video on how we met. I was basically queuing outside a salsa nightclub, it was a dancing club, so I was queuing outside and this gentleman approached me, and yeah, so that's how it started. So yeah, we met. He literally saw me outside in the street and he crossed the road like a lunatic to come to me, and yeah, the first impression wasn't necessarily good for me because he just crossed the road like a crazy man. But yeah, if you want to understand all this, there's a video on that. So yeah.
Yeah, I just say that this is what I always say. I saw the ray of light, and this is how I saw my wife.
What do you guys like to do outside of YouTube?
What do we like to do outside of YouTube? Whew, with two small children.
I like to sleep. No, I'm joking. During the week, because I'm working from home and we have kids, I tend to do very quick, you know, meals that's not necessarily, like I don't really put a lot of time in it. So really during the weekend, I do look forward to, you know, like I will Google a new recipe and I like the idea of trying something new, buying new ingredients, going into, let's say, a Filipino shop and, you know, buy some like really cool ingredients for like a recipe.
Me, I like exploring things, visiting new places. So because we are in the pandemic, obviously there's not much travel. But otherwise, I love going to new places. I love finding, you know, the bars, restaurants that are not on necessarily, you know, the main roads.
I love to read. Cooking is very relaxing for me. Working out gives me energy. I also love to watch House Hunters International, and that's because I love to travel. One of my big goals is to visit every continent in the world and to travel to at least 50 countries. That's a huge, a huge goal, but I love to travel, so yeah, those are the things that I enjoy doing.
Outside of YouTube, I like to actually do more like exploring. So I've gone to like Yosemite by myself and just, you know, packed up the bag and drove out there and just went and explored the trails and just sat out in nature and just kind of freed my mind up and got away from just the stress and the grind of the day-to-day living. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing I do.
Question number 4. How do you guys manage working full-time and also managing a YouTube channel?
Our careers are pretty busy since we both work in healthcare, and we manage our time by scheduling and planning ahead. We share our calendars and our schedules with each other, so we have an idea of what the person is up to and, you know, what our day-to-day schedules kind of look like. And we really prioritize planning videos, filming videos, and posting our content on YouTube. And we also prioritize time together, like date nights and things like that. We make sure that we have those scheduled and we're actually spending time together.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that, you know, the key for us is really scheduling and planning ahead, and like I said, sharing the dates. We have kind of limited time together outside of work, so we want to make sure we make the most of it. And I think also a big positive is that our YouTube channel, with us coming together and filming and creating the content and everything, it really kind of brings us closer together, and it really has helped our relationship grow and mature a lot faster than I think it would have otherwise. So yeah.
We're working full-time from home. We have 2 little kids, 5 years old and 3 years old. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not picture perfect, you know. Sometimes I will be in the middle of an email and literally Kirill will be on top of my neck, like he will be climbing on top of me and just on top of my neck. I'm not joking. I will be making a phone call and I barely screaming, "Mommy, I want a snack!" So
yeah,
how we manage it, it's
life is tough.
It's a jungle here, guys.
It's fun.
It's a jungle, but we love it. And for YouTube, we try to film during the weekend, you know. It's organized chaos, babe, be honest.
Yeah.
It's organized chaos. We're not as organized as you maybe, but it's organized chaos.
Yeah, also, you know, I also have to say that, you know, part of just doing, you know, this YouTube channel, my wife, she also running Instagram, so, you know, the Insta is right there. Yeah, don't forget to, you know, look at the Instagram. I love the stories there. You know, sometimes I'm just looking and I'm like, wow, you know, is that actually us? Looks fabulous. So she's doing a great job there.
Oh,
so she's also full-time at work, full-time, you know, mommy. And also she's got her side hustle as well. So mommy, you know, she's also, you know, a businesswoman, where this is not the only YouTube channel that we have. We actually have another channel for our daughter.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's sometimes it's overwhelmed because, to be honest with you, the kids, they'll be up since 7 sometimes and they go in bed by 9. This is earliest, right? From 7 a.m. till 9. You can't do much. It's just constant, you know, chasing, and it's fun, of course, but you just managing. I mean, no,
yeah, we have no choice.
This is it, yeah.
I mean, we cannot return those kids. They're here to stay.
Question number 5: who wears the pants in a relationship?
What a question! Who is wearing the pants? Would you like to answer, my love?
It's both of us. I think it's I'm wearing pants. It's so silly. It's both of us. It's a relationship is 50-50. You come in there and you give and you take, and you just don't want to be the one giving orders and expecting the other one to follow. So because he's an individual, I am an individual, so it is really both of us. Sometimes also I don't want to wear the pants and I will let him do the decision. Sometimes he doesn't want to wear the pants and he will let me do to make the decision and take the decision.
This is both of us. So I'd say, we wearing, the pants together. We like this, this Siam, is that the Siam twins?
Siamese.
Siamese,
English is not our first language.
Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes we can irritate each other, but then we cannot live without each other.
We both wear the pants in different ways. I trust Mike when it comes to big ticket decisions, and I always get his feedback and trust his advice and feedback. And he's always open to my adventurous nature, and he's always willing to come along for the ride. And I think there's a good balance between like the dreamer and the planner, and so that's really important, and we kind of take turns wearing the pants in the relationship.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It really just depends on the different circumstances and situations that we're in as to who's wearing the pants that day.
Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel?
So we actually started our YouTube channel during the pandemic, and it was a fun way to get together and be creative and do something that we enjoyed. And we also really like the community aspect of it, being a part of a community and engaging with our, now what we call our YouTube family, and really like getting to know them in the comments and yeah, engaging with them. That process was a lot of fun for us. And now we post weekly videos. We post videos on Sundays and Thursdays, and we love talking about love, finance, healthy living in our videos.
I remember Mathilda was the first one to bring it up, and I dismissed it, like, immediately. And then I began to consider it. And I realized that YouTube has a lot of potential to help a lot of people on a large scale. And so we just talked about it, and we decided to create a channel around what we were passionate about, what we were learning, what we were applying into our own relationship, and then package it up and create videos to hopefully help our audience and our YouTube family.
Max always wanted to start a YouTube channel. We have been together for 8 years, and I kid you not, I think a year into our relationship, he was talking about YouTube channel. Being an African person, I was like, YouTube? Are you crazy? So I was completely like, no, we're not doing YouTube channel. I'm not putting myself out there. Ooh, look at me now.
Look at me now.
So during the pandemic, I just had a mind shift, and I actually was like, okay babe, let's start a YouTube channel. And here we are.
Start a family. So 7 years ago, when we were planning for our traditional wedding, I had this idea. I had an idea of doing the YouTube and actually inviting, one of our followers, our subscriber, invite to our traditional wedding. I had this idea. I had it in mind, and I think at some point I even said this to Patricia. But at that time, like, we wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Like, I had this vision, but I wasn't at the point when I could actually say, okay, let's do this. So that was then 7 years ago. And by the way, I'm regretting not doing this because, it's so much fun.
What are your personality types, and how do they complement each other?
That is a great question. I am an introvert, but people mistake an introvert for being shy. I'm not shy. Well, everyone is shy to a certain level. So I am an introvert, and I'm really reserved. I don't just jump on a situation. I like to analyze, I like to plan, I like to think ahead, and this is how I function. So I think Max, in a way, he's a bit extrovert and he will just go for it. So the way that I think that this part of him complements me is that while I am there analyzing, thinking of all the scenarios that might never happen, Max is just like, just go for it, go, do it. So as I'm going and I'll do it, I will still be thinking about what can happen, what will happen, and that's how we function. So me being introvert, reserved, and this planner, and you being this flamboyant, if you haven't, he's wearing pink, come on.
The type, that introvert, extrovert, you know, yes, I am, you know, I'm kind of putting myself out there. But quite recently, I did a test. So it's a Joker, you know, the Joker.
Oh yeah, it's the personality test. I know,
Yeah.
I gave it to you, yeah.
Well, you didn't give it to me, it's from the Russian sources, but it's okay. You can take credit, yes.
Okay, it was another test.
It's you. Joker. It's also part, you know, you're always smiling. You're always, you know, like something is going on that makes you smile. And that's what people love, and that's what we all need.
I took a few different personality tests, and apparently I am a protagonist, which means someone who is charismatic and someone who feels called to a greater purpose in life. And I would say that's pretty true. I do feel called to a greater purpose. I don't know what it is, but something really good. And I do enjoy meeting new people. I am adventurous and I enjoy traveling. And so yeah, I would say that matches my personality trait pretty well.
Yeah. So I'm a defender or an anchor, depending on which personality test you're looking at, which pretty much means that I'm observant, I'm calm, I'm analytical, and protective. So Mathilda compliments me in that she brings charisma into the picture, and also she's a visionary, so she gives me directions. She sees the possibilities, inspires me, and then my analytical mind goes to work and try to find a way to make it happen. Question number 8. What are the biggest cultural differences that you guys noticed when you first started dating?
I think in the Congolese and Russian culture, there's a big sense of family and religion. You guys are really big on family, you're big on religion, and you love food. Okay, I know this is not a difference, but what I'm trying to say is that we're both human, and love is a universal language, family is a universal, you know, it's universal as well, food as well. So I don't know if I didn't see anything necessarily different in him that made me think that I cannot adapt to him. So I don't know, guys. Maybe the way sometimes the food is cooked will be different, but cultural difference, I didn't feel any difference. I love the way like, you know, you're big on family, you also have your own religious background, and you also love cooking, have a cooked meal at home, which is also kind of how I was brought up, having a cooked meal at home. So I didn't feel any cultural differences. I cannot even think of anything. We just match, and we just, you know, just pew. Yeah, pew. What are the cultural? And you like spicy food, you know, so
okay.
I was making my spicy food, I was looking at him like, is he gonna choke? And he was just like, so, you know, it was like...
Okay, my wonderful wife, I have to confess. Since 2001, really, I was exposed to an African culture, specifically Nigerian culture. So I have many friends, you know, the Nigerian friends in the UK. And to me, this is how I learned about, you know, African culture, through the Nigerians, you know, going to parties, going to the restaurants, you know, going to the birth.
I would say the language and the family traditions that we hold during holidays. Overall, they weren't too big of differences between our families. Both of our families are very loving, supportive. Even though we come from 2 different continents, I feel like we still have very similar values and views on things, and so it was very easy for us and for our families to relate to one another and to really get along. And I'm really excited for Mike to come to Zimbabwe. He still hasn't visited yet, but we had plans to go last year, but with the travel restrictions we weren't able to. And so I think he's really going to be immersed in the culture when he comes and visits in person.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, when we first started dating, I didn't have any glaring like cultural differences that jumped out at me. maybe the food. So the first time Mathilda made salsa and stew with the spices from Zimbabwe, that was a real treat.
How did you introduce your partner to your family?
Okay, so how did I introduce Max? My mom actually kind of came into the place that I was living by surprise. She was like, surprise, here I am. She kind of knew that I had met someone, so I guess she just, you know, showed up. And Max was sitting in the living room. I introduced them. 2 minutes into the conversation, she asked, what were your intentions? She asked, when are you gonna marry my daughter?
I'd say right away, give me the ring, I'll do it right now.
So yeah, that's how it happened, really.
Yeah, so my mother, yeah, so when I said that, you know, I met this beautiful woman, I remember my mom's reaction. She actually says to me that, oh yeah, you know, you know, kind of, yeah, you're always, you know, good with the, you know, choosing the right woman. To me, I was a bit surprised. I still remember, you know, how I felt, but it was almost like my mom, you know, she gave me the blessing, you know, right there. I don't know, maybe she sent something, maybe she felt something at the time, but that was how it happened over the phone. Yeah, it was almost like, okay.
What is your favorite part of your partner's culture?
Would you want to go first? What is the favorite part?
Oh, I love the food. I love food. I love to taste new food. I love the food. I love how family oriented you guys are. I love that you also are not ashamed about your religious background and you practice your religion, and it's not something that is just superficial, but it's something that is also important to you. So that's what I love. So the food, the family, the strong family values, and the strong Christian values. That's what I love.
Yeah, me, I guess, you know, I will generalize it. You know, what I do like about African culture is the, you know, the party. Well, it's not the party, it's that unity, you know, the no matter what, you know, you just go, you enjoy. It does not matter, you know, like what is your background, you know, like if you know, rich or you're broke, you know, like when you go for a party, everyone is equal. You know, everyone have the same right, have that, you know, the chicken, and have, you know, the same plate, and it's sharing, you know, it's that kind of, you know, what makes you feel when you are invited to someone's party or in someone's house, you know, how you received as a guest, you know. I guess to me this is super, it's super cool, you know, but I'd say, you know, this is a general, you know, an African
sense of community.
Yeah.
Maxim and Patricia, we had a great time during this Q&A video. Thank you again for reaching out to us. This was a great collab, and if you guys have not checked out the Star Family's channel, it's linked in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. They have amazing content, they have vlogs, and their kids are really cute, so check it out and watch their videos. And thank you for watching this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because we do not want you to miss our videos.
Yeah, I'm coming out every Sunday and Thursday.
Yes.
We'll see you then. And until next time.
Bye.